Okay, so I've got the garage pretty well cleaned up enough to bring in the lift for the engine. So one thing you may not realize that my whole garage in the house is actually run by a solar panel. We're completely off grid. And so when I'm going to utilize the battery charger, while trying to run the scan tool, I just have to go and verify that I've got plenty of amps coming in. So a trickle charge is 2 amps. There's a 10 amp setting quick charge. I'll probably have to set it on, a boost charge. I won't need that. So more than likely it's going to be pulling at least 10 amps consistently for the next, I don't know, let's say an hour. Let's say it took me an hour to do the job. So I'll come in here to my house and go over to the solar charge controller room. Again, this house is completely off grid. So let me turn on a light in here. Here we go. So on these 3 solar charge controllers, light them up. This one's pulling 38 amps right now, 500 watts, 26 volts. You do your mathematics on that, it does it for you. So we're pulling 40 amps consistently right now with the sun out, which is more than enough within itself. This one's pulling 35, so we're at roundabout, we could average 70 amps for these two. And then I've got a third charge controller, and it's running their 20 amps. So we have 90 amps coming in right now. I went ahead and turned off the central heat and AC, which is also run by this, but it probably isn't even necessary. This battery system here, I've got 6 200 amp hour lithium batteries. However, so this was spotless, and then dust and debris from doing tractor work outside. I mean, it's just covered back in dust again. And so I'm not ready to clean this out again. I mean, I even repainted this section of the frame because my frame is cut here where this was the crash bar before, and I removed that, and then this is the mount for intercooler. So I've got this battery sitting in here, and we're going to put a charge on it, a slight charge. Positive. Got the negative. And here's an extension cord. Now the extension cord just runs in the garage. So the garage power is connected to the transfer switch inside my house, and also the sub panel too. I mean, I call it a sub panel, but all I use is a sub panel. I don't have a main panel because I only have so many breakers that I actually need to use. Only 110 though, so I don't have any 220 right now, just 110. I don't know if I'll ever get 220 or ever will need it. Even our HVAC is 110. All right, so here we go. Battery charger, voltage capacity is at 0%. Choose the amps. Standard 2 amp, 10 amp. This is a standard battery, not AGM. All right, let's see if it clicks on here momentarily. Let's see, what do you have to do on this one? Auto? Let me select it to auto. Let's see if it will come on. Well, it's not automatically coming on. There's nothing else to it. So I don't want the start aid, because the start aid would be like 80 amps probably. Recondition. Oh, okay. It's starting. It's auto. It's at 60%. And we're going to let that run for a moment. Okay. While we let that run, I'm going to get my key. Alright, so we got the battery. It's at 70%. So I'm going to have to go ahead and put these clamps on from the car onto the battery as well. Alright. Let's see here. Momentarily take that off and just put a little bit of this clamp on here. See how much we can get. We can fit both these on here. Yep. Okay, we can do that. Same thing here. Woo! Alright. Let's see. We've got to be able to share, people. Sharing is caring on this one. Alright. Sure, whatever. Alright, here we go. Okay. Got my scan tool. And we've got the T7 icon. We're going to plug it up. Right here. The port is close to the door. There's the cord to the port. We've got power in the car. Alright. So we've got the icon. We're going to power on the T7. And we're going to try to find the fuel section and see if we can't get that low pressure pump to run. Trigger on. I've never done this before, so it may take a minute to figure this one out. Alright, there is the icon we need, and we're going to go to diagnostics. Cadillac. I may need to put it into its first mode. Okay. Automatic search. Read. Alright. Turn ignition on, turn key on position. For push start vehicles, press a long press and it'll start by 5 to 10 seconds. Alright, now we're going. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. It looked like it came on in 5, but I don't know the full sequence of it, so we'll go ahead and hold it till 10. Maybe I should shut that door because it's going to be a little annoying for sure. There we go. Please wait. Vehicle does not support read VIN. Alright, wants me to manually enter in the VIN number. Let's see what I got over here. Do it. Let me see. Fuel pressure, fuel pump. I mean, if this works, I need to have, I mean, I'm sure it'll let me prepare, but what if it doesn't? So let me set this aside and go ahead and put some type of catchment system out there. Because what if it didn't prompt me and just like, well, I thought would be an additional prompt anyway, and it just starts spraying fuel everywhere. That's not what I want. So let's see, I need probably a 5-gallon bucket, maybe. Let's see, or a pan right there. Okay. All right. Let's see, what's the best thing to use that I've got? It looks like this. If I can get this set up, in there without knocking those clamps off the battery, which should be really close. All right. Let's see. Not quite there yet. Let's go a little bit lower. Okay. As low as that goes. Here. Okay. So right here, I'll just put a, well, I'm probably gonna hold it. Yeah, let me just grab a piece of tape, or let me find a zip tie or something for that. Whatever's out here. Closest thing to me. Zip ties. There's a little zip tie right there. Okay. Let's get this thing zip tied down. Alright, we'll set this camera right here. Just in case this actually works. Okay. Alright, there's a zip tie fuel line. Go into your container, make sure there's no other fuel lines that would be, no, that would be it. It's the only main fuel line that's coming in. So, let's go see if this works. Alright. Fuel pump, fuel pressure. I'll just hit fuel pump first. Parameter commanded state, none, so we do need to command it. Fuel pump command. The minimum is 45%. So this is where you can probably change it. Let me see. But I want to test it. Command state. Maybe release control. Communicating. None. Alright. Let's check fuel pressure. Command state. Min max. Desired. Fuel pressure sensor. I don't have a sensor on there though, is the thing. It's not connected to anything at the moment. Tasks, release control. None. Alright, what's more? Desired fuel pressure. Sensor. Command. Short term, long term. Oh, I want to do the command. Can I command it to do something? Huh. That's what I think it would be under. May not be, so we can go back. We check both those. Fuel system. And we were under actuation test. Let me see special functions maybe. Fuel trim reset.